This is Goro's territory, isn't it?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2013 martial arts action sequel, Ninja: Shadow of a Tear. The film is directed by Isaac Florentine and it stars Scott Adkins and Kane Kosugi. Right, okay, this is the sequel to the 2009 film Ninja, a film that I reviewed several months ago on the channel, a film I really quite enjoyed as well, and this is my first time I've ever watched this film. It was the first time I watched the first Ninja, so I always intended on watching its sequel, Shadow of a Tear, and I've managed to watch it now. And the film focuses once again on Scott Adkins' character, Casey. He's out in the Orient, if you like. He has got his own martial arts school. He's well respected. He's got a wife, and she's pregnant with a baby on the way. So everything's looking really, really good for him. He then pops out to the shops, and when he comes back, he finds that his wife has been murdered. He discovers that the culprit appears to be a drug lord in Burma that has targeted him and his family. So he, to get vengeance, essentially heads out to Burma in order to track down this drug lord to take his vengeance. However, he discovers that in actual fact it may potentially be somebody more closer to home. Right, what are my thoughts on Ninja: Shadow of a Tear? Well, as sequels go, this is a solid one, a really, really solid one, actually. The director here, Isaac Florentine, has done a number of films that have starred Scott Adkins, as well as many other well-known and prominent action stars. As kind of action directors go, he is, I think, one of the best in regards to like budget action films. He really knows how to construct action films. He did a lot of the Undisputed, I think at least 2 of them. He's done quite a lot with Adkins, at least 5 or 6 of Adkins' films. He's worked with Van Damme, he's worked I think with Dolph Lundgren. This guy knows what he's doing, and generally speaking there's a real level of quality to the majority of his films that I have seen in regards to like lower budget action films, and this is no exception. I think the fight choreography here is absolutely outstanding. Scott Adkins here, I mean, you could argue he's good in every film in regards to the physicality involved, but here he looks in absolute peak, and I mean peak physical condition, and the fight choreography is just on point. It's just superb. It's brilliant to watch, and easily that is the best part of the film, because if you're going into a film like this hoping for a deep and relevant story, you're going to be disappointed every time, because it's a simple case of vengeance, revenge. This film, it's not trying to be anything other than that, and thank goodness, really, because I don't want to go into a movie like this and get bogged down with plot points all over the place and deep exposition drops here and there and overly complex plot lines. I don't want that from a film like this. I want a dead easy film to follow, and I just want to see people kicking each other's asses all the way through the film, and that's really what you get here. And it is just brilliantly done in that sense. Scott Adkins here, I think, does a really, really good job. It doesn't... It feels a very different film in many ways to the first Ninja film. It doesn't lean heavily into that, the original film. Certainly, in my opinion, it doesn't. This could easily have been a standalone film and not had anything to do with the original Ninja film. It could have had a different name, given the film a different title, and it would have worked just as well. You know what I mean? You didn't watch that first Ninja film and think that film needs a sequel right now. But it follows on quite nicely. But if you've never seen the first Ninja film, you could watch this and not even know really that it was a sequel, because it stands on its own 2 feet very, very easily. I think it's filmed very, very well. It's, you know, the locations are very nice. You know, it feels very authentic. You know, it feels like it was, you know, filmed in the places where it's set. It feels like it's been filmed in Burma and, you know, Asia and all these kind of places. No idea whether it was or it wasn't. I suspect it wasn't, but it feels authentic in that sense, you know. And it's very hard hitting. The fighting and the action scenes are all very hard hitting, and I think another of the weaknesses here, if you can call it that, is there is a plot twist near the end of the film that you could see coming if you were Stevie Wonder. Do you know what I mean? It was so obvious. The second I met this particular character, near about 20 minutes into the film, 15 minutes into the film, I met this character. Soon as I met him, I thought, yeah, that's the bad guy. It's just so obvious. And lo and behold, I was absolutely right. I'm not going to spoil it, but I don't think you're going to struggle to figure out what's going on here, to a large degree. And even if you do, you know, it's not that big a reveal anyway. But still, at the same time, again, because you can forgive a film like this a lot, and you can forgive, well, any film, but you can forgive action films in particular, if they deliver on the action. If it's brilliantly choreographed, if it's got great set pieces, the stunt work if it's really good, the martial arts if it's on point, you know, if it's a real feast for the eyes visually, and the action keeps you on the edge of your seat, and you're just really enjoying it, I can forgive a lot of sins in the films like this, you know, the lower budgeted films, because like I say, I don't go into these type of films expecting, you know, a really layered, you know, plot with complex characters and, you know, really intelligent writing. You know, that's not why you, or anybody else ever goes into an action film. And if you do, then you're very demanding, is what I would like to say. I came away from this thoroughly entertained. It made me, you know, want to watch more martial arts films, and surely that's the point of watching a film like this. It makes you want to watch more like it, sort of thing. So it kept me really entertained, this one. I had a great time with it. Obviously, it's not a masterpiece, but with someone like Isaac Florentine at the helm and Scott Adkins in there, you know you're getting a real select level of quality here, and this one, in my opinion, does not disappoint. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this review. I will, of course, be back with plenty more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.